In this video, I'll be showing you how a good sense of humour and laughter can greatly benefit your mental health. And we're starting right now. Greetings, my name is Nigel Mayo and this is my channel Salad Green Boy. If you're finding me for the first time, this channel is devoted to bringing you weekly content that is aimed at improving your mental health. Now, with that said, let's begin, shall we? When it comes to relieving stress, laughter really can be the best medicine. And here's why. So whether you're having a good, nice belly laugh at a TV sitcom, or quietly giggling at a newspaper cartoon, laughing really does do you good. Laughter is a great form of stress relief, and that's no joke. See what I did there? So the thing is, a good sense of humour, okay, it can't cure all ailments, but the data is mounting up about the positive things laughter can do. A good laugh has great short-term effects. When you have a nice good laugh, it doesn't just lighten the load mentally. Laughter can actually induce positive changes in your body. So, laughter can, in no particular order, stimulate organs. Laughter enhances your intake of oxygen-rich air. It stimulates your heart, your lungs, and your muscles, and it increases the endorphins that are released in your brain. A good rollicking laugh can fire up and cool down your stress response, and it can increase and decrease your heart rate and your blood pressure. But Salad Cream Boy, you devilishly handsome informer, I hear you say. What exactly does this mean? Well, my massively perceptive viewer, the basic result of this is that you're going to get a nice, relaxed feeling. Soothe tension. Laughter can also stimulate circulation and aid in muscular relaxation, both of which can help reduce the physical symptoms of stress. Laughter isn't just a quick pick-me-up though, it's also good over the long term. Laughter may, again in no particular order, improve your immune system. Negative thoughts manifest into chemical reactions that can affect your body. By bringing stress into your system, it decreases your immunity. By contrast, positive thoughts release neuropeptides. These fight stress and quite potentially more serious illnesses. Relieve pain. Laughter can also ease pain by causing the body to create its own natural painkillers. Increase personal satisfaction. Laughter can also make it easier to cope with difficult situations. It also helps to connect with other people. Improve your mood. Many people experience depression, which is sometimes due to chronic illnesses. In these situations, laughter can lessen your depression and anxiety and make you feel a little happier. So are you afraid that you have an undeveloped and non-existent sense of humour? No problem. Believe it or not, humour can be learned. In fact, developing or refining your sense of humour can be easier than you think. One simple way of doing this is to find little things like photos, comic strips, or even greeting cards that make you chuckle, and start hanging them around your home or even your office. Keep movies, books, magazines, funny videos at hand so you can bring them out whenever you need a comedy boost. Look online at joke websites or even go to a comedy club. Honestly, right now is the perfect time to do it. Find a way to laugh at your own situations and honestly the stress will start melting away. Even if it feels forced at first, trust me on this, just start doing it. At the very least, it will do your body the world of good. Consider trying laughter yoga. In laughter yoga, people practice laughing as a group. Yes, okay, it is forced at first, but then the laughter becomes spontaneous. Share a laugh. Try and make it a habit to try and hang out with friends that make you laugh. And then return a favour by sharing funny stories or even funny jokes that you might have read in the paper. Knock knock, who's there? So another thing that might help is to visit a bookstore or even your library and just visit their funny book section. From this, you can add to your list of the jokes that you can share with your friends. Laughter really is the best medicine. Go ahead, give it a try. Turn the edges of your mouth from a frown to a smile. And then just give it a laugh. even if at first it does feel forced. So when you've had a bit of a chuckle, start to take stock of how you're feeling. Are your muscles a little bit less tense? Do you feel a little bit more relaxed or buoyant? That, my friends, is the natural wonder of laughing at work. Okay, not necessarily laughing at work, even though that might still help you, but laughing at work. At work? Basically laughing doing its job. You dig? A sense of humour isn't without its risks though. Yes, okay, it can be a great stress reliever for not only yourself but the people around you, but it can be a great source of toxicity if you're not careful. Know what isn't funny. Don't laugh at the expense of others. Some forms of humour really aren't appropriate. Use your best judgment, but also try to discern what might be a good joke and what might not be appropriate. So here's a few pointers to help you do that. Respect yourself. Even though you might not feel it at the time, self-deprecating humour can become habit and it will be detrimental to your mental health. One thing that can happen is that you start believing your toxic jokes about yourself. So when you say something or even hear something that sounds a little bit like a ridicule, try and take a step back and think about what's just been said. One of the things that I've personally started doing is take a tally of all the things that have been bad against me. And honestly, I was actually quite shocked by the results. I wouldn't suggest doing that all the time because you can focus on it too much. It was just interesting to see. One way of combating this is to use positive affirmations. Even if you just say them in front of a mirror, it can still help. Once you start doing this, you can start seeing the contrast of the negative humour in your life and it actually becomes less addictive. Respect others. Not only is making fun of yourself a few too many times a bit risky, but you don't really want to fall into the habit of doing that with others either. Don't get me wrong, I love banter as much as the next guy, but there comes a point where this kind of behaviour becomes toxic and it's actually quite harmful to the people around you, and you really don't want to start hurting the people that you love. As I said before, it might be a good idea to start using affirmations with other people as well as yourself. Okay, instead of making a joke and starting using affirmations, it might actually kill the mood for a couple of seconds, but what you'll find start happening is that people start to gravitate towards you and they'll actually start responding in kind. And the thing is, they'll start reciprocating that positive energy that you're dishing out. So, in my recent YouTube shorts, I talked about the catchphrase that I use at the end of every YouTube video. Because at the end of the day, it gets dark. Because at the end of the day, it gets dark. Because at the end of the day, it gets dark. Because at the end of the day, it gets dark. Okay, I know. But the thing is, this isn't just a tool that I use to end my videos. If you ever speak to anyone that knows me in real life, that I use this all of the time. Okay, maybe a bit too much, but you know, hey ho, at the end of the day, yeah, I know. The thing is, I find that not only is this a nice little pick-me-up, but when they say it's a bad joke and roll their eyes, if they start to smile, it means it's worked. I keep telling people I'll stop doing it when they stop smiling. But also, it breaks the tension and it brings the mood up. So when people are having a bad time or complaining at work or just complaining in general and it starts to get me down, I just start to say, well, you know, it's like I always say. At the end of the day, to which I always get the response, don't you dare start, Nigel, or, oh, just stop it. And then they start to smile and then the moment passes. Hey, if it works, it works. So with that said, if you've got any catchphrases that you like to use to bring people's mood up, then why not just leave that in the comments below. So if you got any value from this content, please consider smashing that like button. Subscribe to this channel if you want any more hints and tips on improving your mental well-being, and you might want to consider sharing it with someone that you might feel that it helps. Because at the end of the day, you know the rest. Cheers.